do Game Fest, do Summer Game Fest, né? Tem aqui o evento da Double Fine com a outra empresa lá, que só vai mostrar um monte de coisa indie, né? Uma coisa de Cuphead, né? Mano, será que vai ter mais uma DLC do Cuphead? Que foi muito bom, né? Eu gostei bastante daquela DLC lá do Cuphead. Clap, clap, exatamente. Uma nova temporada do desenho. Available now. Edição física do Cuphead. Nossa, é a versão de colecionador. Meu Deus do céu. Mano. É dinheiro, né? Aí, ó.
Hi everybody and welcome to the Day of the Dead Digital Showcase. Thanks to Jeff Keighley for having us be part of his Summer Games Fest. And thank you to all of you, the millions of people watching out. Millions of people? God, that can't be right. This thing has really grown since it started 10 years ago here in San Francisco. Day of the Devs was an idea from Double Fine Productions and their friends at IM8bit to put on a show that really celebrated video games and focused on the fans and the developers and brought them together to meet and celebrate games. It started as a live event here in San Francisco where we had developers showing their games, where people could play them and also listen to music and eat food and drink. And it was really just a festival of amazing creativity and very...
Nossa, a E3, né, que foi cancelada. É meio triste, né? O fim da E3.
Around the world can enjoy all of these amazing games. We had a record number of submissions this year, more people wanting to be part of Day of the Devs than any year previously, and we have more world premieres today than ever before. I'm excited.
World premieres? Agora é a partir dos indie, né? Agora sim é indie.
Digital Showcase. There would be effects on that. It still sound good.
Day of the Devs.
I'm pleased to introduce a brand new game from a team that is near and dear to my heart.
PlayStation.
Lobanoff and the team at Wishes Unlimited, who made incredible games like Wonder Song and Chicory. Here's their new title.
Chicory Wonder Song? Qual que é o Wonder Song? Eu não lembro agora. Wishes Unlimited.
Hi, I'm Greg Lobanov, and I am bouncing off the walls excited to finally tell you what my friends and I have been working on together.
Chicory, eu queria jogar, parece muito bom.
Introducing Beastie Ball.
Beastie Ball. Ai, meu Deus do céu. É um Pokémon. Nossa senhora. Não.
Beastie Ball is a turn-based RPG where you coach a team of beasties to play Beastie Ball, which is kind of like volleyball. You play as this customizable coach character, and you can explore this huge open world, recruiting
Pokémon com voleibol, é isso.
and you can challenge rival sports teams as you rise your way through the Beastie Ball rankings.
Ó, e não vale, o bicho ali tem braços. Os dois, né?
Highly social creatures that evolve to play sports. In their natural wild,
Os bichos só podem dar cabeçada, você não tem uns pássaros que nem braço tem.
settle disputes or just to have fun. When beasties play together, they actually become friends with one another. And depending on their personalities and their teamwork style, they can form different kinds of friendships. But whether they become besties or rivals or partners or sweethearts, they'll get some kind of unique combo ability that only that pair of beasties can do, which can turn the tide in a really tough match.
Nossa senhora. Ui, nossa senhora.
This game, we really wanted to emphasize the beasties' agency as living creatures. They're
Ah, é curioso.
making their own decisions.
Curioso esse jogo.
Join your team after being convinced by you fulfilling a certain set of conditions while you're playing against them. The goal isn't to collect as many beasties as you can, but to spend time with the ones that you care about and be surprised by the ways that they grow and change and the bonds that they form with each other. We knew we wanted to create a really wide variety of beasties that each have their own ecological niche and way of playing Beastie Ball. So we're working with a really wonderful bunch of concept artists. And
Esse bicho aí é roubado, mano. Ele é tipo totalmente humanoide.
sizes, and their poses and animations are all hand-drawn which gives us lots of opportunity to express their personalities and their different ways of moving.
To help give each beastie
Tudo feito à mão, as artes.
unique voices for them. Each one can express a range of emotions, and we've had a lot of fun performing that. But it's not all just friendships and rainbows. This game is about sports.
You come from a tiny town built around a nature preserve. You're kind of
Tá com qualidade baixa? Tá com qualidade baixa. Por que abaixou a qualidade de novo?
tearing down the preserve to build a stadium. Your only way to stop the construction is to rise all the way to the top of the Beastie Ball League.
Right from the start of your adventure,
Cachorro, ele tá só...
all the ranked teams on your map. You decide where to go, who to challenge, and in what order. And if
Nossa, um controle elite.
the other ranked coaches become stronger. So no matter which way you go, you'll have a tough
Que da hora, exatamente.
We're so
Diferente.
excited to reveal this. It's a really special project for us. And if Beastie Ball looks cool to you too, then please check us out at beastieballgame.com. We're going to be revealing a crowdfunding campaign very, very soon, and we'd love to have your support. Thanks very much. We can't wait to talk to you more about Beastie Ball.
Beastie Ball 2024.
In Hyper Light Breaker, Heart Machine's follow-up
Da Double Fine aí, ela.
Hyper Light Universe, you'll assume the role of a mercenary with
Double Fine que fez, né, o Psychonauts tudo.
Overgrowth, an amazing open world with everything from
Overgrowth.
hills to deep labyrinths. They'll be comprised of both handcrafted and procedural elements, just how I like my levels. Like its predecessor, it'll be chock full of secrets and lore, sure to satisfy even the most curious explorer. You'll face off against enigmatic enemies, armed with an arsenal of weapons that you've crafted with the spoils of your previous battles. And for those die-hard fans that have been eagerly awaiting its release, we have some never-before-seen sneak peeks. This is Hyper Light Breaker.
Hello, I'm Alex, creative director at Heart Machine, and we're making Hyper Light Breaker.
Ok, é um hack and slash. Um hack and slash com tiro. É um Devil May Cry. Olha, meu Deus. Frenético o negócio.
Hyper Light Breaker is a huge, stylish, bloody game. As is our MO, it's a game that's vivid but bleak, with a crumbling world that can be brutal and beautiful all at once. It's a major landmark for us, and the first of its kind, an open world game where you never...
É um tipo um Zelda, né?
You could say it's a mix of incredible open world games like Breath of the Wild, distilled into the format of a roguelike such as Dead Cells or Hades.
Até, nossa, roguelike ainda.
And cooperatively online. Breaker's narrative will be presented fully through visual storytelling, where you'll discover and decipher the mystery of this world and lost land from long ago. Every world will be different, loaded with dangerous creatures, razor-sharp combat, vast overgrown wilderness, long-dead civilizations, and new discoveries in a mysterious, vibrant, yet horribly ominous atmosphere. Each biome in the world is different, with unique dangers, set pieces, and stories of their
Bem diferente.
There'll be massive bosses to take down in an open structure, with dangerous, unique, and challenging sub-bosses scattered throughout runs. You'll pick up new gear, make new builds, unlock new characters, upgrade your equipment as you bring back more and more materials from runs.
Parece uns Avatar, né? Inclusive.
We've learned so much from our previous games, building up
Sabinho aí, bem de Avatar, assim. E o personagem azul ainda, né? Pra ficar mais Avatar ainda.
all that incredible work, and we're excited to have you experience it for yourself. We'll have a lot more information on the game as we come closer and closer to early access later this year.
Tá, Hyper Light Breaker. Esse daqui não é a mesma empresa que fez aquele Drifters? Pelo menos o logo é igualzinho do Drifters.
Traveling halfway around the globe to Transylvania to bring you a game that is not what you expect. From developer Stone Skip and publisher IM8bit Presents, I'm thrilled to bring you a world premiere title that is not only relaxing and enjoyable, it's chill and vibey. Let that anxiety go while you play Simpler Times.
Simpler Times, o nome. Nossa, é um jogo de, né, ficar relaxando.
Hi there, welcome. I'm Lara.
And I'm Dragos of Stoneskip Studio. We are a small team from Transylvania, and our mission is to create meaningful interactive experiences. Our first game, Simpler Times, sheds light to the beauty of the ordinary and serves as a place from the past where you can be present.
Simpler Times follows Tyna on a heartwarming journey through her memories as she prepares to leave her childhood home.
Nossa. É tipo um Unpacked, só que o contrário, né? É basicamente você montando a mala.
Slow down and savor the present moment by immersing you in Tyna's world.
It's apple picking season. My favorite.
Through visual storytelling and mindful interactions, you will journey alongside her as she delves into her past and uncovers her authentic self.
Nossa. Mas esse cara da memória, né, que deve desbloquear.
Each puzzle, Tyna grows closer to adulthood and you'll be there to guide her. From simple activities like picking dried leaves from a plant to more complex ones like building a birdhouse, you'll interact with objects that hold sentimental value for Tyna.
I really wish I could take you with me. I'm gonna miss our duets together.
Ficou a maçã lá na árvore, de longe pra caramba, né? Muito longe.
We wanted to create a space where players can take a break, slow down, and enjoy something meaningful.
Fazer constelações.
Stories we believe need to be told and heard.
É, realmente parece um jogo bem simples assim.
Now sitting in, the game is a reflection of the physical spaces we spend time in and the memories we hold dear.
I've spent so
Um jogo pra ficar de boa, né? Tipo.
It's hard to believe that I won't see this view for a while.
We want to build a sense of awareness and appreciation for the world around us, encouraging you to reflect on your own memories and experiences.
Simpler Times is coming soon on PC and other platforms, so make sure to wishlist on Steam and follow us on social media.
Thanks for taking the time to listen. We hope you'll enjoy playing Simpler Times as much as we enjoyed creating it. Bye!
Bye!
It's like child
Parece legal. Parece bem legal.
is the sea. Can I still take all these seashells with me? Can I lock them in a chest with my memories?
Mano, se tiver umas musiquinhas boas, né? Igual essa daí tá tocando, meu Deus do céu. É basicamente um jogo pra você ficar ouvindo a música quase. Simple Times.
This next game is from Sad Owl Studios and Thunderful Publishing. It's a really unique puzzle game.
Thunderful Publishing, né? O que fez aquele. O que. A
Become 3D worlds to it.
publisher da Wavetail. Ah, é o Viewfinder. Ou não? É. É, acho que é o da fotinha lá, exatamente. É. É muito bom. Eu joguei a demo.
What is this place? It is a game
Piano Time.
that, gives players
Exatamente.
What's an old photograph doing here?
You can take photos or find photos and then make them into real 3D.
Mano, é louco, você consegue quebrar todo o universo.
You just shift reality. Sick.
Você literalmente quebra a realidade.
Where you're using a camera and pictures to reshape and reconfigure the world around you in order to solve challenges in creative ways.
It's such a unique experience, and I think everybody is just gonna have a different experience of how they play Viewfinder, and that's just a really nice thing to it.
Tá, isso daí de você colocar entre as coisas não tinha não, quando eu testei a demo.
That doesn't look right.
Aí você pode rebobinar e colocar a foto.
You can rotate reality too.
Mano, é bem interessante esse jogo.
I'd say it's like the gameplay of Portal combined with the visual illusions of Superliminal or Antechamber.
É, tem coisa de Superliminal.
Manifold Garden and various other first-person puzzle games. It's a puzzle game, but it's very sandboxy and playful and open-ended.
The whole
Vai
concept
multiplicando os negócios.
is that when you actually create something, you do destroy a lot of things, and that's just a very important lesson in creation. Viewfinder is created by different people, and you know, we have people from all over the world who have such a diverse and interesting
Nossa, mano, eu quero muito esse jogo parece muito bom.
Each character comes from a different culture. There's a lot of sort
A
of
demo é bem curtinha.
and items and themes who you learn about, mostly through environments and environmental storytelling. And so we've tried to sort of make these special spaces that really represent that character.
Esse gato, velho.
Who they are, what they like to do.
I'm sure you noticed by now, but using film was always Mirren's idea. One of her many passions.
Meu Deus.
Always fond of games.
It's
Mano.
just very important for us to just put in what
Até essa referência tem.
so that the rest of the world could also, you know, have a glimpse.
Do portal, joguei ele, sim. Ele tem, né, um esquema de portal. Eles comentaram, né? Portal, Viewfinder não. Superliminal e Antechamber.
We received a record number of submissions for this Summer Game Fest edition of Day of the Devs, but this next game didn't actually come through that process.
Há quanto tempo tem esse daqui?
Everywhere, and the curation team is always looking for games. This next one,
Tem bastante tempo, aí tem umas meia hora.
the creator was posting all these amazing GIFs, and we reached out via DM and asked if we could
Olha
play
lá.
the game. So here it is.
Uma hora tem de evento ainda. Eu acho que eu vou ir pulando, hein? Vou pular um pouco pra gente ver só os trailers.
Hello, everyone.
A gente vai ficar até amanhã.
And I'm with.
Tô avançando.
Together
Aqui.
we're making a game called Hunty.
Hunty. Ok. Parece legal o jogo também.
Mechanic in Hunty is that as a ghost you can hunt things and get access to their abilities. And there's a big variety of things that you.
Se, qual é que é o nome? Se possui os coisas.
I think you'll have a lot of fun sort of exploring around and seeing what different things you can hunt and the abilities that they give you. Core mechanics resemble very much a twin-stick shooter. However, unlike twin-stick shooters, it focuses less on the high-intensity moments and more on finding creative ways to use the twin-stick paradigm to create fun solutions to the challenges in the game. Hunty follows the story of a ghost in the afterlife, and beyond that it really expands into a lot of ghosts in the afterlife and sort of the stories that they have.
Tá, basicamente um jogo de fantasmas e pós-vida.
The progression and story of Hunty both center around collecting these stars, and the stars have this special ability that they give ghosts access to pieces of their past life that they've left behind. The environments and characters are all carefully crafted with a 2D hand-drawn style, so there's a lot of painstaking frame-by-frame animation work in there. And we have a fantastic soundtrack.
Mas a trilha sonora é muito boa. Nossa, assim é bom, velho. Um dos pilares, né, dos indies são essas trilhas sonoras incríveis.
Experience. If this is something you're interested in, be sure to wishlist it. It helps us out a lot.
Bom, parece bom.
Our next game is
Vamos lá, próximo.
special.
Tá, nossa. É bem pixel art. Tá parecendo assim, não. O outro jogo lá que a gente jogou recentemente, ele era bem menos pixel, né?
Hi, I'm Nick Herman. I'm with Ad Hoc Studio, and we're here.
Meu Deus, tá desfocada a imagem. Primeiro que pega, nice. Pois é, né? Mas também Pokébola normal é complicado.
Where it won a bunch of awards at the Independent Game.
Eu nunca consegui capturar nada com Pokébola. Eu só uso Ultra Ball, porque, né?
All of us at Ad Hoc are such big fans of Richard's work. Now we're partnering with him to help bring it back.
É o único que funciona pra mim. Nossa. É uma vibe bem esse jogo, né? Bem antigão mesmo. Você tem que passar o cartão mesmo, velho. Que isso.
In Cart Life, you can play as 3 different characters in any order. Each have their own unique background and circumstances, but what they all have in common is that they're trying to make it as defenders. Melanie is a recently divorced mother and has moved back into her family home with her daughter, all the while trying to establish her new couple.
Fala, Macrop, boa noite. Como é que você tá, mano? Tudo certo? Seja muito bem-vindo.
Immigrant who is trying to put down roots in a new town.
Macrop tá ao vivo?
And Vinny has big dreams, but never enough money to make it happen. He's hoping that selling his homemade bagels will help turn things around for him. Managing your own cart.
Não está ao vivo. Vai abrir live hoje?
Just like in real life, in cart life, your resources are limited. You need to take care of yourself and others, and how you prioritize the needs of your cart against the personal needs of each character will determine the outcome of their stories.
Nossa, metade do pessoal já fechou live já.
The world of Cart Life is alive and filled with characters who are potential customers that you'll get to know as you try to build your business.
Emoji top, mano, sim. Muito bonitinho, né?
The time that they have with each character is
muito bonitinha.
Everyone's experience will be different based on the choices.
Sou novo nas capturas. Você já não tinha Pokéball? Você já não jogava o PCG? Achei que você já era mais experiente no
PC and console.
Nesse Pokémon. Dá uma exclamação Pokédex. Quantos Pokémon que o Jonathan tem? Deve ter mais que eu já. Não duvido. Cart Life, o nome do jogo. Não me interessou muito não, infelizmente.
The skateboard renaissance.
Próximo.
Hello, my name is Jordi van den Bussen, also known as Quabblecup. I'm the CEO and founder of Phantom Coast. And today, I'll be talking about health.
O joguinho de skate. Pera, a gente já não tinha visto um jogo parecido? Eu lembro que tinha rolado um trailer uma vez. Nossa, skate com hack and slash, velho. 42 aí, ó. Eu tenho quanto? 200, nossa senhora. Eu tenho um monte. É isso. Achei que eu tinha bem menos.
Even if that means he has to go through the gods and monsters who will do anything to stop him and his skateboard.
E valeu, Magno, valeu pela moitinha.
The skateboard mechanics are very similar to the arcade-like games such as Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Mano, é muito Tony Hawk.
Game designer Steve actually worked on Tony Hawk's Underground.
It started a long time ago, the idea, and the far-off, far-flung land of 2002, I worked on a game called Tony Hawk Underground. And at the time we were working on it, we were thinking,
essa qualidade, hein?
An RPG or an action RPG, you have all these stats and you're upgrading and all this kind of stuff. It's super cool, super neat, right? But of course, we're bound to Tony Hawk, we're bound to the real pro skaters. It always seemed to me that skate graphics create and imply such an interesting world, but it's not a coherent world that you can visit. So that was one of the motivations behind Hellskate. Hellskate is a skateboarding roguelike game. It fuses together old school.
É um roguelike de skate.
Manuals, grinds, jumps, balance meters with roguelite structure.
Mano, é muito Tony Hawk mesmo assim, mano. Se quiser jogar só fazendo manobra, você consegue, eu acho. Talvez não, né? Você vai morrer muito. Aí, ó, tipo assim.
When you die in a run, thankfully you don't lose everything. You keep your resources which you can use to get permanent upgrades.
Você ganha upgrades. É isso.
Which act as weapons.
Pô, parece da hora.
Combat in our game can be described as a fast-paced skateboard hack and slash.
Que isso? O cara tá andando de costas ali, moonwalk.
The core of the gameplay revolves around your skateboarding tricks.
The game should be quite easy for people to pick up and play. It has a combat system which is meant to be very friendly.
Eu não sei se eu conseguiria controlar desse jeito não, velho.
Gradually, it teaches you and ramps up the skill of skateboarding where you need it, when you need it.
Parece difícil pra caramba de controlar enquanto, né, combate os bichos.
Look at yourself. Your wing, your arm. What do you think happens when that gets to your head?
Thank you for watching this reveal of Hellskate. Wishlisting the game with
Your wing, your arm. Mas o braço dele parece normal? Ou não? Não sei agora.
Henry Halfhead, you play as half a head. That's it. That's the game.
Pera aqui.
It's so much more than that too.
Mano, olha quanto board game ali no fundo.
It can be many things. Can be anything, in fact.
Valeu, Diversão Games, muito obrigado pela sua raid. Sejam todos muito bem-vindos.
Anything he can reach. Using this peculiar power and perplexing form crafted by
Olá.
May I introduce?
What does it mean to be Henry Halfhead?
Welcome. May I introduce?
Você joga com metade da cabeça.
Henry's not just anyone. If they're anything, they're well.
Meu Deus, velho.
Henry can transform into everything in their reach. Yes, everything. And that's how they manage their daily life.
Mano, o quê? É um jogo de puzzle, basicamente.
Announces the dawn of a new day, and it will keep ringing until Henry gets up and calms the nervous quivering machine.
Tá parecendo aqueles jogos tipo I Am Bread, né, da vida.
Tick tock. At least half awake, Henry is ready for their morning routine.
Mano, que...
Start by making their bed.
Mano, que... Esse jogo.
Later. Henry knows that if you want to change the world, you have to start off by making your own bed. Completing this simple task in the morning gives Henry a little bit of pride and the feeling of control over their life.
Eu tô muito cocado com esse jogo.
Done, Henry...
Nossa, a cama tá muito bem feita, é isso? É assim que se faz a cama. Mano, que agonia. Eu tô agoniado com esse bicho.
Sit there, lifting the seat up and down, pretending it was a singing mouth. Not too hot, not too cold. Henry bought a turmeric soap. They didn't know, they just liked the color. It's actually great for their skin.
Limpou todo o chão, né, com o sabonete, sei lá o que é. Pô, ele tá parecendo aquele I Am Dead, né, que a gente jogou. Mesma coisa assim, né?
That got all the dirt. Henry should now dry themselves.
E com a...
All clean and dry, Henry...
Pronto, tomou banho.
Proper breakfast.
Ele vai se rastejar no chão, é isso, né? Esse é o jogo.
And so is keeping up with the news.
This week. That's all for now. Have a wonderful day.
Eu estou muito confuso. Muito confuso.
The best drink Henry can make from beans. The candy of nature. Delicious. Well fed and well informed, Henry has to get ready and pack for work.
Nossa, imagina, né? Tem que fazer tudo daí de manhã. Desse jeito, né?
Takes their lunchbox and leaves now, they can catch the 8 o'clock bus. Double the Henry, double the fun.
Meu Deus, dá pra pegar mais gente, né?
Not so ordinary everyday life in co-op mode. Henry, everyday life with a twist.
Mano, o que? Que esse jogo? É isso. Próximo, puzzle, já ouvi puzzles. Ah, é o do... o Cocoon. Esqueci qual era a empresa que fez. Geometric Interactive fez... Inside Limbo. Ah, isso. Daí parece jogão. E esse daí eu tô muito de olho, velho. Daí você é um... Eu não sei o que é isso. Mas você é um bicho, uma pessoa, bicho, inseto, sei lá. E tem os puzzles, né? Basicamente. E Limbo e Inside foram jogos muito bons.
An adventure game with multiple worlds, and each of these worlds are
Muito obrigado, Guilherme e Henry. Valeu pela sua raid. Sejam todos muito bem-vindos.
Let me demonstrate by jumping out of the world which we are currently exploring.
Nossa lá, aí você vai saindo de mundo em mundo. É quase aquele jogo de puzzle que a gente jogou aqui uma vez.
Contains the world we were previously exploring.
Valeu, Henry. Valeu pela moitinha.
Let's jump out one more time. We are now in a world even further outside.
Tá saindo cada vez mais.
The orange orb that we picked up.
Aí ainda... Nossa, tem isso, né? Cada cor das orb. Nossa.
Orbs can be placed on switches to power devices and solve puzzles.
Pra resolver outros puzzles, né? Você usa a cor das orb e tudo.
And you can even throw them into pipes.
Meu Deus. Já deve ter quanto? Uns 2 anos que esse jogo foi anunciado? Deve ter sido mais ou menos.
You can use
Tem um tempo.
worlds within worlds to solve interesting puzzles. For example, to safely avoid this moving barrier, you simply jump out of the world, let it pass by, and jump back in.
Mano, essa mudança. Que louco, velho.
Now, Cocoon is not only about exploration and puzzles. Within each world, you have to face a mighty guardian.
É um guardião por cada mundo. A qualidade tá morrendo, né? O que tá acontecendo? É a live mesmo? É da live mesmo que tá morrendo a live. E a live, né? O que eu tô assistindo já tá ruim. Imagina na nossa live então, né? Fala, Maquinhos, seja muito bem-vindo. Valeu pelo seu on fire e pelo stay safe. Quero ser pelas mano. Então, pelo menos tem um combatezinho sim também, né? Não é só puzzle.
We hope you look forward to exploring the mysterious worlds of Cocoon, releasing later this year on Steam, Xbox, PlayStation and Nintendo Switch.
Steam, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch. Olha o Xbox, eu não vi Xbox. Deve ter, né? Provavelmente vai sair tudo. Ou não, né? Porque ultimamente a Anapurna não tem lançado nada na Steam quase. Quer dizer, Anapurna não. É, falou ali, ó. Steam, Xbox, PlayStation e Nintendo Switch, é isso.
I'm pleased to bring you a
Próximo.
Small
ET.
on our first title, ET.
ET. Que é um jogo de colorir.
In ET, you see the world through the eyes of a painter, with every surface acting like a blank canvas, just waiting for you to fill it with color.
Nossa, é tipo aqueles jogos de limpar a coisa, né? Power Wash Simulator da vida.
Set in our French-speaking hometown of Montreal, Canada, as you step into the shoes of a painter who's traveling abroad for, well, the summer. This is a game for people who love pure exploration.
Não é?
You're free to
Eu gosto. Acho bem legal. Tem uns que são muito difíceis mesmo.
And discovering secrets along the
Que eu sofro pra fazer. Mas quando consegue é aquela sensação, né? De, nossa, consegui fazer um puzzle. Que delícia. Satisfatório.
color as droplets of experience. And as you level up, you'll become able to unleash larger splashes of paint that reveal a bigger part of the world at once.
Faz sentido, né? Porque senão você ficar pintando de cantinho em cantinho toda hora. Um rolê.
You'll also meet plenty of locals, taking part in their lighthearted, everyday anecdotes, and some of them will even commission artworks from you.
Uau!
Using your bike, you
Ai,
can
meu Deus do céu.
back to your apartment and paint those commissions on canvas.
Ah, tem vários mapinhas então, né? Legal. Fast travel, né?
That's where your creativity comes into play. At your easel, you can create gorgeous watercolor artworks using anything you've discovered in your expedition so far. Stamps on your canvas can be freely moved, resized, rotated in 3D, and even recolored. The canvas is pretty much your sandbox that lets you put your own spin on commissions. And if you're inspired, you can paint as many
Nossa, essa parte já não é comigo não.
any kind of limitation. With hundreds of unlockable stamps at your disposal and dozens of commissions to inspire you, the only limit really is your imagination.
Exatamente, faz os quadros, velho.
Apart from living your best life as the friendly neighborhood painter,
Fala, Lê, boa noite.
like
Como é que você tá, mano? Tudo certo? Seja muito bem-vindo.
a talented musician, among many others.
Espero que tudo tranquilo, hein?
Maybe they'll let you in on their best kept secret, an abandoned building that
Hoje tem live ali?
painting studio. But you'll have to dive into that story for yourself. It is coming out in 2024, and we hope you'll enjoy your adventures as a traveling painter in this lovingly crafted, whimsical summer world.
Na 2024. Eu não vou lembrar o nome de nenhum desses jogos, que eu não tô anotando nada, né? Eu tinha que anotar, mas é isso. Ah, pera aqui.
If you're a fan of indie games, you may have seen the Indie Mega Booth at shows like PAX West and PAX East over the last decade, bringing together a curated selection of the best up-and-coming indie titles. Games like Crypt of the Necrodancer, Tunic,
Tunic, nossa. Daí eu não joguei ainda. Spirit Feather, Celeste, Mini Metro, Extraneer, Stellar Parable, Papers, Please. Joguei todos.
If you're a dev, you'll likely know us from our industry work, such as our GDC showcases, our presence at Bit Summit, our global outreach and events, including a robust scholarship and grant.
Tamo bom, que bom, mano, que bom que tamo bem. Aqui também.
Well, that's
Tamo tudo tranquilo, tamo aqui vendo o eventinho, né? Que teve hoje, do Summer Game Fest. Vários anúncios de jogos aí interessantes. Vai provavelmente amanhã de manhã. Eita, amanhã de manhã. Eu não tô conseguindo pegar as lives do Ale. Infelizmente eu não tô conseguindo pegar as lives do Ale por causa do horário. Né? Tô no 10º sono, no 2º sono, melhor dizendo, né?
New website, indiemegabooth.com, and be indie know by signing up for our newsletter. Learn about new games, upcoming showcases, digital sales, and the best ways to help support the games and developers that you know and love. As we've
Isso é
always
interessante.
said, individually we're tiny, together we're mega.
Aí eles vão ficar sempre mandando e-mail, né, de coisas novas.
We have a world premiere for y'all, and it's also really thematically appropriate for this showcase. You'll see why in a second. It's from the aesthetically amazing studio called Land and Sea. They're famous for the Alto series that you know and love, but this next one is not what you're expecting from them.
Tá, vamos avançar. World Premiere.
Okay. Last few years, best known developers of the...
Ah, já vi esse jogo.
Now, over the last few years, we've been busy growing the team and laying the groundwork for our most ambitious project yet.
Parece bem legal esse jogo.
Entirely new IP that aims to...
Ah, você vai testar lá o Lies of P? Parece bom, hein? Parece bom.
We're super excited.
Quais são suas expectativas pra esse jogo, Ale? Você tá ansioso pra ele?
So please, take a look and I'll be back at the end to tell you more.
Ele parece um Bloodborne, né? Land and Sea. For the creators of Autos Adventures e Autos Odyssey. Não lembro, não conheço esses dois jogos. Já curti o visual. Ai, meu Deus, tem um cachorro também. Tem coisa pegada, né? Seus like. Parece legal mesmo. Né? Esse Souls like aí do Lies of P. Sempre bem-vindo. E o Lords of the Fallen? Você tem algum interesse nele? Que também vai ter, né? Vai lançar aí, não sei quando, mas vai lançar. Eu lembro de ter jogado o primeiro só, né? Lords of the Fallen. E segundo aí, obviamente, não. Porque não lançou ainda. Vibe boa, sim. Bem tranquilo. Summer Hill. A folk tale about life, laws and livestock. Ok. Mais um joguinho de ficar tranquilo, né? A maioria dos jogos indies sempre são mais assim, né? Tipo, mais tranquilos. Olha lá. Sempre são bem bonitos, tudo, né? É uma maravilha, velho. Ah, esse jogo.
Best known for his work on games such as Monument Valley 2.
Ah, ele fez a trilha sonora desse jogo.
Our very own Alto's Odyssey. We can't wait to share more with you. So if you'd like to be the first
aquele ali é o Odyssey, né? O Alto's Odyssey.
wishlist the game, or go to summerhill.game.
Summer Hill. Próximo. Que isso? Ai, meu Deus. Ah, não.
I'm sorry, Greg. I know I shouldn't be interrupting Day of the Devs.
Ah, não.
But it's urgent. A virus has turned most of us into... I don't know how much longer we can hold out.
O que tá acontecendo? É o Doc Literature Club?
The road will be long, but who knows? Maybe we'll find one more thing worth fighting for. Eternites is a dating action game that takes adrenaline-fueled...
Cara, eu lembro de ter visto esse gameplay, pelo menos, parece. De algum jogo que mostraram em algum momento.
Can I be honest for a moment? Sometimes, with all these infected, it's too much. And it's too
Acho que é só parecido mesmo.
happy to have someone to lean on. Fighting for our lives, solving puzzles, exploring dungeons. It all seems easier when you have someone special by your side to make things less scary. So, what now? Did you just shush me?
Shush me?
Because the teacher might hear us. Hey,
Tá, e tem um Date Simulator aparentemente também.
crush? I mean, or you can just fight for friendship. That's cool and not...
Wow, we are so cheesy.
Daí tá aparecendo
We have so many mini-games that can help you unlock unique skills.
aquele filme, né? O Your Name.
So yeah, you can fight monsters, explore dungeons, date. I mean,
Realmente é um Date Simulator.
scavenge, date. Did I say date twice? Anyway,
Que medo.
you have to manage and balance all these activities if you want to save the world. The clock is ticking. Okay, cool. Bye.
Save Your Date. Setembro de 2023. Save the World. Eternites. Acho que daí realmente foi anunciado um tempo atrás já.
Developer Evil Licorice comes a nostalgia fuel.
Evil Licorice.
Of retro gadgets.
Retro Gadgets. É um jogo de você. Meu Deus.
Forever to build something like this. I love the feeling of seeing something happening on a screen like this one when I rotate the knob or I press the buttons. And this is where the idea for retro gadgets comes from, is to being able to build digital gadgets with little effort. We love Pico 8 by Lexaloff because it brings you this retro environment where you can build your own games in Lua. And we also love Shenzhen.io by Zachtronics because it meant.
Benzenho, né? Eu já vi o pessoal falar bem desse jogo.
And Retro Gadgets tries to take the best of both worlds and adds a layer of hardware building and customization. All this is packaged in a cozy and retro.
Nossa, tem que configurar tudo, velho. Fake boy.
We have a fantastic community.
Pô, que da hora.
People have been creating
Mano.
insane gadgets that go well beyond our initial expectations. So please join our Discord server and check them out. Retro Gadgets is in early access on Steam, and we have big plans in store. Bye.
Interessante, diferente. Próximo.
And we're party from Game.
É o Sable.
You'll be helping to establish a colony on the surface of Mars. You'll do this by transporting often awkwardly shaped objects between A and B, using vehicles that you design and build yourself.
É tipo um Astroner. Os gráficos do Sable lá. Eu acho que é dos mesmos criadores do Sable. Yeah. Meu Deus, vai cair a pizza. Vai virar pizza. Oh, não. Chegou.
The game will give you new toys to play with.
É isso. Não importa os meios, né? A pizza caiu? Caiu. O que importa é que levou a caixa e a pizza. Ai, mano. Nossa, esse tipo de jogo eu sou muito ruim, velho. Tem aqueles lá de criação, né? O Besiege também, né? Você cria lá os mecanismos, as máquinas, tudo. Caiu. No próprio Astroner você cria também, né? As coisas. Vou ainda acordar cedo, boa noite, beleza, Jonathan? Vai lá, mano. Muito obrigado aí pela presença, bom descanso, até amanhã. Amanhã a gente tá aí de volta. Estamos aí de volta com o Prey. Ou talvez até um outro jogo, hein? Talvez a gente pegue outro jogo pra jogar. Mas agradecido aí pela presença, hein, Té? Bom descanso, boa aula ou bom trabalho, né? O que for que você for fazer.
One of the main challenges in the game is figuring out how to pick up each item and deliver it safely to its destination.
Meu Deus, a estabilidade do carro ali quase não tem. Nossa. Nossa. Derrubou tudo, velho. Olha. Mano. Mas e aí, caraca?
Build up your collection of parts. More creative options will become available to you. And I think a lot of the fun in the game is just messing.
Eu tenho muita opção de fazer coisa aí. Eu prevejo muitas coisas que o pessoal vai fazer.
And finally, I'm really excited to announce that Mars First Logistics will be launching into Steam Early Access on the 22nd of June. That's just 2 weeks away, and we're really looking forward to seeing what everyone builds in the game.
Eu vou mais rápido que o foguete. Ok, Early Access na Steam. Dia 22 de junho já. Esse mês ainda.
A worldwide flood would be pretty bleak, right? Well, UK and Denmark-based studio Die Gute Fabrens comes
Olha lá, próximo.
Fabric show you the world premiere of
Salt Sea Chronicles.
It's a flooded world, story-driven adventure game where you play as a ship's whole crew.
É uma tripulação de navio. Nossa, eu não duvido nada, né? Vai ter relacionamentos, brigas, entre outras coisas, né? Entre os personagens.
You're going to discover that Maya, your captain, has gone missing, and together your ragtag crew are going to heist a ship and set out across the Salt Sea archipelago in search of clues. In each chapter of the game, you'll decide where to head next, who to explore with from the crew when you get there, and what to say to the people that you meet along the way. Salty Chronicles' unique art style is brought to life by beautiful animation, and each location is built on the fragments of this world that came before. Our art team have really done an incredible job. One of my favorite
Bem bonito o jogo mesmo, hein?
and on that island, the people there live symbiotically with this community of cats. As you explore, you'll find a brand new trick-taking card game designed especially for the world of Saltsea. It's a really good way to sort of take a break from the story. It's called Spoils, and you can play it all over the archipelago, and you might discover how
Mano, do nada baralho, né?
different house rules.
É incrível como baralho é, mano, universal, né?
We're super proud of is our exploration system. So we're sort of done away with the walk of shame in adventure games. So if you miss a clue, instead of sort of slowly traipsing to the other end of the island, you're just going to tap the shoulder button on your controller or select a screen span arrow to move almost instantaneously across a space. It allows us to lay the story down away from a linear path much more organically. Saltsea Chronicles doesn't tell a story about a hero. It's a story about a community and how you navigate the world together. And each community that you meet in turn is going to be rich and amusing and strange, maybe, and have its own things going on. There's also a strong sense of genre-based storytelling too. So while you might be new to the world of Saltsea, you'll know that you're in a Scooby-Doo chapter or a Romeo and Juliet chapter or a detective one.
É, tem bastante texto, hein? Meu Deus do céu.
And meaningful moments too. Our writer's room of award-winning storytellers have done an incredible job. We're so delighted to share Saltsea Chronicles with you all today, and I can't wait for you to explore the rich world, get to know the wonderful characters, and to hear what paths you chart when you play.
O jogo é bem bonito. Bem bonito mesmo. Ele parece o I Am Dead. De novo, eu falando sobre esse jogo. Pelo menos os gráficos, né? Tá próximo.
Second house team. It's probably going to take financing from a lot of different avenues. Whenever Grasslands is going to start, Tim...
Tá, joguinho de música.
So there's a ton of stuff going on right now. It's kind of breaking me. But you know, it's fun. It'll be really rewarding when it's done.
Hopefully get a chance to work on a second house game in the near future. Thank you for helping us bring back Psychonauts. Thank you. 3, 2, 1.
O Psycho Odyssey. Ah, é uma minissérie.
Submit your game for future Day of the Devs.
Ah, acho que agora acabou.
They donate to us. Please, for all the transition. Thank you.
Aham, as doações, tudo, né?
Cool.
Que isso? Opa. É o Tia lá? Tia também parece muito bom esse jogo. É Tia. Mas parece muito bom esse jogo. Eles fizeram... meio que transportaram, né, esses lugares da vida real pro jogo. Tá, em que lugar? Ele deve ter falado, né? Eu pulei provavelmente, mas que lugar será que eles usaram como inspiração pra fazer esse jogo? Acho que eles não vão falar de novo. Eu teria que ver de novo, lá, voltar lá atrás e ver. Voltar lá na frente, né? É isso. Música muito bonita, meu Deus. É legal, é verdade, tem isso daí, né? Você ainda pode tocar o violão ou o ukulele, não sei. O instrumento. É isso, acabou. Aparentemente agora acabou, hein? Oh, foi bom, hein? Foi bom, foi bom, foi bom, foi bom, foi bom. Deu pra ver tudo que, né? Todos os lançamentos aí de hoje, né? Do dia 8. E agora esperar os próximos dias, né? Dia 11 tem o evento do Xbox. Dia 12 tem o evento da Ubisoft. E qualquer outro evento que tem. E da Capcom, né? Vamos ver o que nos aguarda nesses próximos eventos aí que vão rolar também, né?